Well, you know, when we arrived almost 24 hours ago, flames here were about 3 times the size as they are now. So it is a lot less, about a third the size, about 100 feet, but still burning here in this area. And as you can see, the neighborhood next door, firefighters still working to keep the houses wet and not catch fire. A lot of damage here on these homes, as you can see, scorch marks on the front of them here. Also at the Walmart, the parking lot is still full of cars from yesterday. All of those folks had to leave their cars here in this Walmart parking lot. So they'll have to come and get them. But it looks like it's going to be a while before that happens. As far as power is concerned, about 300 still without power in the area. Reporting live from Sky, Don Armstrong, ABC 13, Eyewitness News. Thank you. Well, they're still here. They've repositioned a lot of the water cannons and also the towers, the water towers that actually are putting water on the top. Look at the roof on this one. They've had to really douse this one so hard it took the shingles off of it. So a lot of water damage inside that house. Front of it is just as bad. There's one of the water cannons here. I don't know whether I can show you or not, but it's putting water on. Somebody had put a palapa up on their back patio, which is basically palm fronds. And thank goodness that it appears as though they were treated with fire retardant when they put them up. So they didn't go up, but they continue to put water on them anyway. And as you can see, all of the homes here that are really adjacent to the fire itself, you're going to find all of the water here. Actually, now it's running off into that area where the fire is. It's just so much water that they're putting on the homes. They don't want them to go up in flames, and that's been the main concern for the homeowners in this area. It's a complete subdivision here, closed off. Obviously, all the people evacuated from here. We don't know of any injuries for the people that live here, but quite a fright, as you can just imagine, when that explosion that happened with that car that we're going to show you here in just a second when we come around. It still sits here and completely burned up, as you can well imagine. This gives you a better idea of how big that flame was when it ignited, crossed Spencer Highway, and set all of this on fire as well. They continue to really put out some hot spots around the area. And as I mentioned during a broadcast here at the Walmart, Walmart really has been kind of a center of concern here because of all the cars here. The cars are still here. I don't know if anybody spent the night maybe on some of the mattresses inside Walmart, but I can tell you that all the cars are still here. I hope they got a McDonald's or something inside, so at least they could get something to eat. But as you can see, all of the businesses here along Spencer Highway remain closed. We understand that there are about 300 without power, and the reason being is because this fire actually melted the power lines. And here you can see them right there dangling off of that big tower. There was one of the towers that I saw here just a little bit ago that is actually blown down part of the wires that were attached to it, and it's kind of hanging there off of the part of the tower that's still up. But still chaotic situation here. The flames themselves, about 1/3 the size as they were when we arrived on the scene shortly after this thing blew up at about 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Something on the stove and letting it boil off, and all you've got left is the meat or whatever it is that you're cooking in there, and sooner or later it's going to ignite, probably, if it doesn't just can turn to ash in the pot. And we've all dealt with that at some time in our lives. But yeah, the homes here have been a big concern because of the intense heat. I don't know if you've been around a fire like this. I have one time, and I can tell you that you can't even get anywhere close to it before you start feeling the heat. I mean, several hundred yards away, especially yesterday, the heat was so intense from that fire. Imagine a fire that's 300 feet in the air. That is a lot of fire. The one thing that I did want to point out is yesterday when we arrived on the scene and the flames were so high, there was a lot of black soot coming off of it. The actual fire was consuming as much of the product as it could, burn it up, but it couldn't burn it all. And that's what you saw as far as the black smoke is concerned with liquid petroleum fire like this. Yes, are you talking to me, Samika? I'm sorry. Well, I heard one of the eyewitnesses say that the car drove in and hit that actual valve that was sticking out of the ground, and that's when it exploded. The car is off to the side because apparently it lifted that car up into the air and pushed it over there. There is that power line that I was telling you about that melted off of the actual structure itself. It's the closest one here to the fire. You can see the top of it. It fell down. A couple of wires are still kind of holding it up off the ground completely. Doug Schertz, I was talking to just a minute ago, he was looking at the power lines that are down across Spencer Highway here, and it's going to take some time. We also understand that over here, staged in the Walmart parking lot, are energy trucks, power company trucks that are ready to go to work as soon as the fire is out and they're given the okay to go in. So they're going to start getting the power back on for those 300 people or so that are still without power. As far as the Walmart is concerned, I don't know what they're going to do with all these people that were inside when it happened. I am sure that they were picked up over here at the side away from the fire. I hope that that's what happened. We don't know that for sure. But as you can see, still a chaotic situation here in the fact that so much is closed down. This whole area around the fire is still closed down. Still a lot of fire equipment here next to the fire itself. Still putting water on the homes that are actually in line with the fire and can feel all of the heat. And as you can see, they put so much water on this particular roof, trying to keep the fire out of the house, that it blew the shingles off of it. So tremendous amount of water damage inside that home, and probably the other ones. You can see the roof damage there. This one here melted the front of the house off. That's how intense that fire was. A lot of damage. Don't know what's left inside. The couch, the chairs, the dining room, bedroom. Maybe you've got a car in the garage. We don't know what kind of damage is done to all of that. But as you can see, they're still working on keeping these houses as cool as they can so they don't catch fire. Thank you. Headed home.
Start is playing. And so back here live this morning, details about the driver again have not been released. And we're also told by Judge Lena Hidalgo that this area will have to cool off first before anyone will be allowed back inside of their home. So Samika Courtney, that is the latest so far out here on the ground in Deer Park. Sending it back to you in the studio. Yep.
Two minutes to live picks. Okay, well, I'm hoping that I can hear you because it's very spotty depending on where we are circling here. So if you don't hear from me, you'll understand why. Thank you, Doug. There are parts of the circle that we make that I lose all contact with you.